ideal outcome is to get a yes or no, and to get a yes or no to give me a credit card, right? So that's what I'm going to ask for first. So I go through my questions, and I say, I can tell you no, you can tell me no, and they'll say, and I might ask, hey, David, let's pretend it's the end of the meeting, and you're thinking, you know what? I think Walker can really help me. And I'm thinking, you know what? I think I can really help David. What do you see is happening next? I would ask them. And often people stumble, go, well, I don't know. They might say, well, I need to talk to my CFO or my partner or whatever. Well, then I've learned something I didn't know before.
Yep.
Sometimes they'll say, well, we'll have another meeting. I'll say, well, typically in a situation like this, you're pulling out your credit card, Visa or MasterCard, and we're swiping it for somewhere between $5,000 and $50,000. Would you be okay if at the end of the meeting, you and I are agreeing that we can help each other? Would you be okay with that step? And some people would say, oh, hell no. And you say, okay. Another thing we do, if you're not ready for that, is we set a date for another meeting with the people need to be there or whatever. And then I'll show up with a proposal, and we'll figure out what we do from there. And at the end of that meeting, you can decide whether or not you want to give me a credit card for $5,000 to $50,000. You okay with that?
That sounds good.
If they say, oh, hell no to any of that, then you say, I don't want to waste your time.
And here we go, guys.
Most people say, damn, he's got a process.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of The Process.
Damn, he's got a process.
Guys, welcome to another episode of The Process. I'm here with my man, Walker McKay, and he's going to drop some sales knowledge on us today. Guys, sales is the lifeblood of every single company. If you're not paying attention to this free content, you just don't want to win in business. So without further ado, I'm going to let my man Walker take it over.
Hey, thank you, David. Thank you so much for inviting me on the show. I'm honored to be here.
Should be. No, I'm just playing.
Damn right I should be. I know. You're the damn man. What we were talking about today?
Yeah, so just kind of let us know how you came to be the sales boss. You know, how did all this come together?
So I've about a million things have come together. I kind of got here by accident. I've been in a bunch of different businesses, including sales training for a long time. And it's funny, I left the last company I was with. I've failed at sales and business a whole bunch of times. I've learned a whole lot of lessons the hard way. And one of the lessons I've learned is I'm not really good with working with other people. So I kind of had to start out on my own. So I've been doing sales consulting for companies, kind of outsourced VP of sales stuff for about 3 years. And then a friend of ours, Lee Bradshaw, called me and said, you need to share what you know with other people. You need to spread it to a much wider audience. And I said, well, that's a real neat idea. How the hell do you do that? And Lee says, I know how to do that. And so we created something called the No BS Sales School. And so we're now available nationwide, theoretically worldwide, to give damn good sales training to people interested in it.
I'm in the No BS Sales Schools. And guys, you can find that group on Facebook. If you're not in there, I highly recommend that you join. Just great content, great tips, and how to improve your sales conversions on a daily basis. Walker does a great job of just keeping it consistent and just keeping it real. I mean, it's authentic and it's stuff that works. I mean, I listen to it when I go jogging. I check it out on my lunch break. So do yourself a favor and check that out.
That's great. Yeah, we have a lot of free content on Facebook, also on my LinkedIn page. We post a couple of videos a week, 1 to 2 minute stuff, and then we have a paid-for school that people can also enroll in. That's a separate deal.
So what would you say, from your perspective, right? Someone that clearly has been in the sales world for a long time, clearly has been through it all, has seen the top and the bottom. What would you say that most businesses are doing incorrectly right now, and how can they change that? Okay.
I would think that a lot of times people, a couple things, they're probably hiring the wrong salespeople to start with. And when I say that, I think that 90% of people that are in sales probably shouldn't be. They probably got it. It takes 6 months, or actually it's about 6 months, it may be 18 months to get a plumbing license in South Carolina, become a licensed plumber. And it takes as long as it takes to print a business card to be a salesperson. So a lot of people got into sales because their friends said, hey, you can talk to anybody. And so they went and got a sales job. And then they thought it was all about talking and convincing people. And the reality is that really good sales is about listening and asking questions. So that's probably the start. That's the number one thing. They're probably hiring the wrong people, and then they're probably not giving them the right direction once they bring them on board.
Okay, you hit on something that's very valuable. I want to kind of dig deep into that. So you said good sales is not talking, it's actually listening.
Yes.
Can you expand on that a little bit more, please? Give a little bit more context.
Yeah, sure. So I go talk with folks, and a lot of times I'll ask a salesperson or a business owner, give me 3 reasons why I should do business with you at your company. And invariably I'll get some kind of an answer, David, like, we got better people, we got better service, we got better quality.
They make it all about them instead of about the prospect.
That is correct. And I said, how many of your competitors say we got worse people, we got worse product, and we got worse service? None of them do. And the reality is the only reason somebody's better is because you think it's better. One thing that's better for one person might be worse than for the other.
Right.
So selling is about understanding what your buyer's really looking for, or being straight up with them about whether or not you can help them. I'm all about don't bullshit anybody. Everything needs to be on the level, easy, straight up between. Truth.
Like that. Man, you just hit on a lot of points, and that makes a lot. You're obviously, I follow your stuff, so I believe in it. That's why I wanted you on the shows, because I know what you're preaching works. So if you were let's say you're a sales guy or gal, or let's say you're a business owner, an entrepreneur, and you need to get better at sales. This is something that is ongoing. You need to keep on studying it. You have to keep on getting better at it. The easiest way to increase the profit of your business is to take what you already have and just convert at a higher level. If you're closing 30% and you're at 20% profit, well, if you take some time, educate yourself, and close at 50%, you damn near just doubled your profit margin without doing anything, without spending a single dollar in advertisement, right? So this is how important understanding the psychology behind sales and good closing is. And I just want you to get into just talk a little bit more about that. Like you said, listening, asking the right questions. Maybe give the audience some questions that you like to ask during your sales process.
Let me give you some concepts first, and I'll give you some questions. Number one is we all have to realize we're not the right fit for everybody that talks to us. Well, I can't, I say, who's your ideal client? Somebody would say, anybody, or anybody with a house, or anyone
that wants to pay me.
Yeah, that's bullshit, right? They're not the ideal. If you don't know who your ideal client is, you're missing the boat.
Yeah.
The second thing is understand that not everybody who asks for a proposal deserves one.